guys! So for today's video I have decided to talk about one of my favourite films at the moment, and if I hold this up and show it to you, I think if you've seen the film you should know this, but here the film is called Zootropolis and in the US it's called Zootopia, and this was given to me by my good friend Hannah, and it's one of my favourite things. It's really fluffy and awesome. But yeah, Zootropolis is definitely one of my favourite films just because I feel like it gives me such a feel-good factor, and it has so many good messages about moving past what you think your limitations are and becoming who you'd like to be and not what society says you should be. And it's really interesting because obviously it uses animals to portray this message, and it basically it's just really interesting how we choose to label people for their backgrounds and therefore where we feel they can go in life because of who they are as such. But I guess the cool message about this film is the fact that you don't have to be defined by who you are or who society makes you think you are. And that's really, really important, I think. I'm not sure if I can sell it to you otherwise without actually giving you any spoilers, but the story is there's a bunny called Judy who has always wanted to be a police officer, but obviously she's a really small animal compared to the lions and the elephants and the rhinoceros and the rhinos. There's never been a bunny cop before, but she's like, I'm going to be the first bunny cop, and she does become the first bunny cop, but it's just showing her growth as proving herself almost to all of these bigger animals who don't believe that she can do it. And then the story also evolves into looking at the world and how there are always those underlying tensions that can really be exacerbated. And I think it's really interesting because you can almost compare this to Brexit in a sense, because you could argue that the tensions between different racial groups or ethnicities, for example, is always prevalent. It's not necessarily always prevalent. They're always there, basically. There are always tensions between groups, but there are some events that will bring them out more. And I think that's something that really is so clear in this movie, but it also shows how perhaps you can move past them. And I won't give anything else away because I don't want to spoil the movie because it's such a beautiful movie. Definitely go watch it if you haven't. But yeah, that I think is the best, the most important message, I think, that you can always move past who you think you are and who society wants you to be, and the fact that there are some things that will exacerbate tensions, but it's so important to move past that as well. So yeah, I hope that made sense. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful time doing what you're doing, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.